Now at the Home Depot, receive 12 months special financing and free basic installation on carpet projects with LifeProof with PetProof technology, Home Decorators Collection, and Traffic Master carpets. Bring a new look to your floors, or give them a durable surface that stands up to life's tough messes. Get 12 months special financing on installed carpet projects right now at the Home Depot. Offer valid March 12th through March 29th, 2026. Exclusions and additional charges may apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can make me feel like a spectator in my own life.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine preventive treatment.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This is Optimal Health Daily. What I've gained from exercise that's way better than abs, by Josie Michelle Davis of josiemichelledavis.com. And I'm your host and narrator, Dr. Neil Malik. Welcome back to another weekend edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is where I read to you every single day of the year from the best health and fitness blogs we can find. And with that, let's jump right in and hear today's article and continue optimizing your life. What I've gained from exercise that's way better than abs, by Josie Michelle Davis of josiemichelledavis.com. The conversation about fitness tends to revolve around one thing: looking good, whatever that means. Maybe if there's time, health will be thrown in there too. But in general, the exercise industry tends to direct all of its attention towards reminding you that you need to look better, and that's the #1 reason you should be working out regularly. Want to hear a dirty little secret of mine? How I look is the least important reason I work out on a daily basis, and I truly believe that's why I've been able to build such a strong and healthy relationship with the gym. Seeing my body change has just been an extra benefit. It's not a punishment to go to the gym because I don't look good. It's a pleasure to go to the gym because it makes me feel good. If you've been struggling with building a healthy workout routine in your life, I highly recommend ditching the body shaming and finding some new motivation. You need to change your mindset and focus your sights on all of the great things that will happen inside your mind and body, and stop worrying so much about what the scale says if you want a shot at having a loving relationship with the gym. If you're trying to find some better reasons to get in your daily sweat sesh, here are mine. Physical health. I know this is probably an obvious one, but it's hard to fully communicate how poor my quality of life was before I started exercising. In fact, I really had no idea how bad it was or how much it could improve until it all changed. You might also think that your health really isn't that bad. You're fine. So did I. After reading a lot about how exercise changes both your mind and body, I really do believe that if you don't have some regular physical activity in your schedule, then you're not seeing your optimum health. There's a ton of little health benefits I've seen, but one major one has been my energy level. I used to be able to take a nap anytime, anywhere. I was exhausted all of the time. Doctors regularly tested me for anemia, worried about how lethargic I was. Not only do I have more energy in general, but since I've switched my gym time to 5 a.m., and got my workouts in before work, I rarely hit that 2 p.m. slump that used to crush me. Mental health. I have been on antidepressants. I've done countless hours of talk therapy and more group therapy than I ever wanted. But I can confidently say that regular exercise has helped me manage depression better than any other thing has. To be clear, I am 100% not putting any of those other things down. In fact, I am a huge believer in talk therapy for everyone. But building in a daily workout routine has made a dramatic impact for me personally, and it's something I highly recommend to anyone struggling with depression and anxiety. I actually was so surprised by how much it's impacted me that I read Spark by John J. Rady, and absolutely loved the deep dive into how exercise affects the brain. He really takes it to a true scientific study and lays out how and why it can be so effective. I'm not going to pretend it's a magic cure-all. Nothing is. And anyone telling you otherwise is lying, but it can have a huge impact and can be so helpful with those struggles. Confidence. This is major. My husband once described me to someone as the most insecure person in the world, which was 100% true at the time. My confidence in myself has always seemed to be in the negatives, and I struggled daily with the mental fight to feel confident. Then I started running. Okay, in the beginning it was more of a run 100 feet, walk 500 feet, but I began to realize that I could do something I never thought possible. I gained that little bit of confidence from running and decided to finally commit myself to also doing full workouts every day. I had tried to do exercise programs before, only to quit before day 3, but this time I was determined. I had already taught myself to run a 5K, and if I could do that, I figured I could probably do anything. So I did. I worked out every day for a month. Even when we were traveling and I had to do it on the floor next to our bed, I did it. And then I kept doing it. Almost a year later, I look back now and see how much that changed me. I'm not talking about physically, although that has happened too. I'm talking about mentally. Workouts have taught me every single day that even when something's hard, I can do it. I can push through and accomplish way more than I ever thought I could. Now, when something is hard or my brain tries to tell me that I might fail, I remind myself I've done things so much more difficult. I've already accomplished this thing I would have never thought possible. All right, now get going. Don't let yourself get caught up in the idea that you need to work out just to look better. You look amazing. I already know it. You should work out because it will make your mind and body feel better and work better together. It is such hard work, especially in the beginning, but make a rule to banish all negative talk during your workouts. Whether you work out for 5 minutes or for an hour, it counts, and it's awesome. You just listened to the post titled, "What I've Gained from Exercise That's Way Better Than Abs" by Josie Michelle Davis of josiemichelledavis.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. If you're a small business, the right hire can be make or break. Hoping the right people see your job posting isn't the best growth strategy. When the pressure's on and you need the right hire, this is a job for sponsored jobs. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right person to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed sponsored jobs.
Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands for the super athletic stuff, like running gear for cruising up the trail. Woo! And the super athletic-ish stuff, like fishing gear for chilling by the creek. Nice cast. Fitness apparel to push for higher reps. You got this. And golf balls priced so you can afford to lose one. Or a few. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. What's really great about what today's author was discussing about how exercise impacted her own life, we're finding that through great research, most people will experience these same wonderful effects. Meaning, if you participate in regular exercise, it too will start to increase your self-confidence. It will also make you less likely to experience depression. Yes, you will feel more energetic. And again, this is all backed by great scientific research too. For the longest time, I was in terrible shape. I did not follow a healthy lifestyle. I hated to exercise. I asked my parents if I could be an armchair athlete, which means, can I be someone who just watches sports all day? But it wasn't until I got sick that I finally decided that maybe it was time I gave this exercise thing a chance. And like today's author, I did and never looked back. It wasn't easy by any means, and it's still not. I still have to find time to do this, and there are days when I definitely don't want to exercise, but I force myself, and I'm so much happier that I did. So trust me, just take that first step. I promise you'll feel better. All right, that'll do it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening every day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.